Hey guys, very welcome to your channel. I am going to discuss some objective current affairs questions. So let's see the questions. To find the questions, you can go to the comment box, the description box. There I have put the questions. If you find difficulty in viewing the questions here, you can take the copy the questions from them. As I always say, my questions are not only exclusively dealt with they are equally helpful for means. Most of the questions here today are dealt with government's recent mandate for ethanol policy. Means the what is the recent government's initiative for producing ethanol from sugarcane, from sugarcane molasse. So let's see question number 1. Which of the following is not a use of ethanol? Ethanol has multidimensional uses. It is used as fuel, chemical solvent, antiseptic means it has power of by clean biofuel as well as it has work for chemical purposes and it has also used for medical uses. So all the three options are correct. Means all which of the following is not a use of ethanol means all are uses of ethanol. 2. Which of the following is not a potential source of ethanol? This is actually important question because you see these four options which I have given, they are not exclusive. Besides this, there are various means all the crops which consist sugar and with alcohol content is usually a potential source of ethanol. A large varieties of crops, even fruits like pomegranate are also also source of ethanol. Corn, sweet potato, sugarcane, sunflower, all are potential sources of ethanol. 3. Which of the following is not a use of molasse? Producing ethanol, producing preservatives. Both can be used. Both are actually uses of molasses, right? And besides this, livestock feeding is another use of molasses. Molasses are means byproduct of sugarcane when sugar is extracted. When sugar is processed in the in the intermediate process or towards the end, after sugar is extracted, whatever is left, it is called molasse. Question number 4. Choose the correct information regarding molasses. And it molasses is various uses right from the preservatives to bakery and food up to alcohol. Up to ethanol. Or there are various uses. And there are various stages of producing molasses, and depending on each stage, sweetness is varied and its quality and uses are also varied. Blackstrap molasses are formed after the third boiling of the molasses, which are bitter in taste and thickest and darkest in color. Blackstrap molasses, the large stage of molasses, when the third stage of boiling is done for the molasses, these molasses are actually acquired. Option B. Dark molasses are found after second stage of boiling, mainly used for baking. Correct. Dark molasses are found after the second stage of boiling of molasses. These dark molasses are less sweet. Blackstrap molasses are rarely sweet. It is mostly bitter. Option C. Light molasses are found after the first stage of boiling and very sweet in taste. This is also correct. So light molasses are first stage of molasses, dark molasses second, and third molasses black strip. And as we proceed from 1 to 3 stages, the sweetness of each molasses actually gets lessened. First stage of molasses is very sweet, third stage of molasses is bitter. Question number 5. Choose the correct information regarding the recent government policy for molasses-based ethanol. Option A. Government has recently permitted to produce ethanol directly from sugarcane juice or B molasses. Actually, government does till now this mandate has come into recently. Till that moment, there is no permission for producing ethanol from first stage of molasses, intermediate stage of molasses, to produce ethanol. Sorry, actually till that moment there was no policy to acquire ethanol directly from sugarcane, directly from intermediate stage of molasses, because there are two hindrances here. This is important equally for means purposes also, because there at this stage, at the initial stage, means if ethanol is directly produced from sugarcane, B molasses, intermediate stage of molasses, then it requires a very high technological advancement for distillation process. That's why it's very risky as well as at this stage, and there is no government policy to support the industries. Yeah, there is no government policies to give subsidy on those molasses to those industries related to producing ethanol from first stage of molasses directly from sugarcane. Means because of a lack of a stable price policy and because of the concern of technology, till now, till now means there is up to recent government mandate, there was no policy in India for producing ethanol directly from sugarcane, a base stage of molasses. But recently government has given permission to produce molasses to produce ethanol from directly from sugarcane, yeah, from B stage of molasses. That's why it is equally important for pre as well as mains. In mains also you can find various questions related to it, this method, and what are the recent government policies for biofuel, what are the recent government's mandates for producing ethanol, and what should be the concerns of producing ethanol from sugarcane. Will it hamper in agricultural production of sugar, thus affecting export and import, and will it create problems for food security, will it increase monocropping culture? So, right, so this you can prepare for mains as well as. Option A, government has recently permitted to produce ethanol directly from sugarcane juice or B molasses. Correct. Till now, ethanol was permitted to produce from C molasses, the leftover after sugar is taken out. Correct. Question number 6, choose the correct match. B molasses, intermediate stage of molasses. Correct. Option B, it is option B. C molasses, molasses found after sugar is extracted. Correct. C molasses are the leftover process, last stage when everything is taken out from the sugar cane, means sugar has been finally produced, then the leftover remains is called C molasses. Question number 7, choose the correct statement. Clownfish, also known as anemone fish, is the most sought fish variety for aquarium. This is also equally important for pre and mains. In mains you can find 2 marker questions, or you can find questions regarding the recent government's initiative for aquarium business, yeah, aqua business. Recently, there is a fishery, yeah, hatchery has been established in Mumbai for producing for producing this clownfish. And for your kind information, I want to say that clownfish is a very attractive species of fish which are actually placed in aquarium, and it has a high demand across the world. So option A is correct. Option B, recently, clownfish hatchery is established in Mumbai for the first time, where villagers will be given business opportunities of clownfish, in return of which they will protect mangroves. It is equally important for mains as well as, because it is a very innovative step where some mangrove belt has been detected, has been selected, and in this mangrove belt there is a plan to establish hatchery for clownfish, where government will give opportunity to local people to involve in this business, in return of the promises that local people will protect the concerned mangrove forest. Option C, there are 30 clownfish varieties in the world, among which 16 are found in India. Correct. Option 8. Option 8 is also very important. Actually, Khan Enclave is recently in news because of the Supreme Court's verdict. Right, way back of 20 or 30 years, Khan Enclave was a very Khan Enclave colony was established in Arauli Hills area, but recently it has come into news that it has violated actually Punjab Land Settlement, yeah, Punjab Land Acquisition Act, yeah, it has equally violated some environmental issues, yeah, environmental laws. So recently, Supreme Court has given a verdict to demolish all the constructions, means mainly illegal constructions in this area. And controversy is that it is a colony actually. People has invested their lifetime income here, right? It is a dream of every person to get a own house built by his income, made by his income, right? And many people has invested their lifetime investment in building a house, building their own home in that area, right? So this is the reason Supreme Court verdict is actually quite chalk to those people are living in this colony. So Kand enclave is situated in Arauli Hills. Question number 9. Consider a correct statement regarding Akula class submarine. Akula class submarine is a nuclear submarine built by Russia under the project 1971, and India has made India has acquired this. Recently, it come into news because India has taken this ship in lease from Russia up to 2025. Option A is correct, option B is also correct, and option C is also correct. Question number 10. Which of the following is not an effect of producing ethanol from sugarcane juice directly? Deficiency in sugar production, correct. Increase biofuel, it is also correct. Question number 11. Choose the correct statement regarding ethanol. Also known as ethyl alcohol, blending with gasoline, it increases the octane value of fuel, thus giving more efficiency. Correct. It is known for its eco-friendly nature. Correct. Equally, you can prepare the advantages and disadvantages of using ethanol as biofuel for mains purposes. Question number 12. Sweet sorghum is a potential source of ethanol. Consider the correct information regarding sweet sorghum. Option A, it is a dryland crop that can be produced twice in a year. It is correct. It actually requires 30% less water as required by sugarcane. That's why it has it bears great potentiality to produce in dryland area, which can equally boost agricultural income as well as it can boost for clean climate. Option B, each grain can be used for human consumption, sweet stem juice for ethanol, and bagasse and bigas and leaves can be used for livestock feeding. Correct. Question number 13. Which of the following is not an involved process of producing ethanol from crops? A. Fermentation, B. Distillation. Both are involved process of producing ethanol from crops.